This might just be the best Silverado to buy. I'll include a link to the Sky Chevy's website in the description down below. Also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Under the hood is a 3-liter turbo diesel inline 6 that goes through a 10-speed. Fuel economy is 21 around town, 24 on the highway, with power outputs being 305 horsepower and then 495 pound-feet of torque. I'm trying to hit 500,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I'd really appreciate it if you'd help out with that. And this one's completely blacked out, so you can see the center section and the Duramax badge. Got the blacked out headlight, bezel, cool daytime running light, and then the grille, the Chevy bow tie, even the recovery points are all blacked out. This also has fog lights. And all of that blacked out stuff kind of makes this look like a Batmobile truck in a way. Tire and wheel setup is 265 by 60 by 20, so this does have the larger wheels, and yeah, you guessed it, they're blacked out. Now the Trail Boss does come with a 2-inch suspension lift from the factory. Got the cool Z71 badge there, blacked out mirror caps, door handles to match, and also keyless entry. And then in the rear, we've got Rancho shocks and it's leaf sprung. Now the stance front to rear is going to be pretty level because of that lift kit up front. When it comes to key fob features, we got the Chevy bow tie there on the back. On the front face, we have our lock and unlock function, remote starts, tailgate drop down, LED lights in the bed. We also have a full power outlet, and then this has liner from the factory, so it's already protected. And then it also has the multi-flex tailgate system, so it's got a tailgate step. And make sure to never skip bicep day if you get this system so that you can get it up like that. Taillight design is kind of boxy in a way. Got the signature bumper steps, parking sensors here in the rear, and then the exhaust tips are also blacked out. That is going to cap things off for the exterior of this truck. Let's now check out the interior. Got some wood trim up top and lots of dark trims. It's kind of like monotone with the color. And this one has the upgraded seats, so they've got the behind the seat storage. Got this kind of like leather trim on them, and there is more storage underneath the seats. It's a 60-40 split. Legroom in the back is good. We've got cup holders, USB ports, some vents, there's storage pockets on either seat, and then there is plenty of headroom back here. Keyless entry for up front, let's check it out. Blind spot monitoring with the front mirror, and then down below you notice the front window is automatic, and then you got more of that nice soft touch trim over the door panel. $1,559 for the payload, $9,000 for the towing capacity. Upgraded seats for up front, they are power adjustable with lumbar support. Just kidding, the passenger seat's manual with the adjustment. To the left of the steering wheel, we've got our drive line select. So this has auto, 4 high, 4 low. Drive mode select built-in, tow haul mode, and then all of your light controls. And let's fire up the diesel. Soft touch trim all around the steering wheel. On the front face, you got practical controls for the center, paddle shifters there on the back, radio controls, and then you also have cruise control and your heated steering wheel button on the left side. Full digital gauge cluster here in the center. You can scroll through to see different bits of info. It also shows the drive mode and the drive line off to the right. It says a 360 camera system. You've got a lot of different viewpoints that you can see out of with the truck, which is helpful. As for the rest of the infotainment system, shortcut bar on the left side. The center is the main screen. It does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And then you have the side tab that shows a couple different features like navigation. Tons of physical controls below for hill descent. This has the G80 rear locker, by the way, so there's no locking differential button. Anyways, auto stop, start, tailgate, drop down, parking sensors, and then you've got your climate controls, dual zone climate, heated seats, no ventilated seats, USB ports with trailer brake controls too. Got the shifter for the 10-speed, some cup holders right next to it. We have a phone charging pad with an outlet, some USB ports, and there is soft touch trim on top of the center console. There's more soft touch trim and stitching on the dash too. This truck also has a power sliding window in the back, and then we do have a sunroof up front. 2026 Trail Boss, $71,770. Let's see how the Trail Boss diesel performs. Let's see how the Trail Boss performs with the diesel. This is a cool spec. All blacked out. Diesel. Not cheap by any means, but you know, for all the equipment you're getting, it's actually not too bad with the price. Now, one thing about the Trail Boss is they kind of just extend the suspension, so you lose a little bit of down travel. And what you feel on road is it can kind of bump from side to side a little bit more compared to a standard Silverado. It's the price you pay for rugged looks. Boy, oh boy, is that diesel smooth. It's got a lot of low-end torque. And, you know, the transitions from one gear to the next, it's pretty seamless. And I think the torque helps that out with that, because you have so much low-end torque that it's kind of like, yep, just boom, torque to torque to torque. That's what I'm talking about. Going over that, it's pretty pronounced because you don't have, the suspension can't really extend down too far, so it feels a little bit bumpier. Not horrible though. Not horrible at all. It handles pretty well for a lifted, you know, again, it's factory lifted, but still lifted truck, it handles pretty well. Doesn't feel too off or anything like that. The seats, of course, in normal Chevy fashion are pretty firm, so that is something to always be aware of. I think it's one of the biggest improvements that Chevy could make with their trucks, is just making these seats a little bit softer so that they are weird. Someone's honking. Anyways, just so that they are a little bit more luxe, a little bit more comfortable, especially considering the price point that these trucks are at now. I think I said in the video they need to fire whoever makes their seats, and I still stand by that statement. Whoever designs the seats in the Silverados and the Sierras and most of the GM product, they need to go work somewhere else. Go make park benches. You're good at making a park bench, because that's kind of what this feels like. Man, this is just wonderful with the torque. I wish we had more diesel trucks in the US that were half tons and even mid-size. That would be nice. Not gonna happen, sadly, but that would be nice. This will probably be the last, you know, light-duty diesel we have in the US if things keep going the way they're going. So, in summary, super smooth, great torque. It is pretty comfortable other than the seats. You get good fuel range, having a pretty big fuel tank and having the diesel mileage. And off-road, the diesel is going to provide you with tons of control because you've got all that low-end torque. And the G80 system's not perfect, right? It is, you know, a system that takes a second to kick in, but it's pretty good. So it gives us quite a bit of capability. This is a pretty capable truck. Some of you know your thoughts on the Trail Boss, but I think for off-road trucks in the full-size, you know, the 1500 pickup truck segment, it's one of the best looking, and having the diesel makes it very appealing.